Good day, my friends. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic and feeling extremely groovy. Good day to all five of you. We're off to a bit of a slow start here, but it is a sunny Saturday, so not expecting a real huge crowd here today, but certain things have to be taken care of, so I'm here to do it. 10 people. There's Armando Morales. Good day, sir. Who else we got? Says we got 11 now. Who else is lurking? Come on, you lurkers. There's Mandy. Good morning, Mandy. There's Jim McKay, Maria. There's Pam, the cookie lady. Sol Solison, Mr. Toe of the Joe. 16 people. Well, Armando, my date's not going to happen today. she's finishing up university, and she's working on a paper, and she's asked if we can do it on Monday instead. So no date today, which that's totally fine. She got to take care of business. So that's okay. It will happen. I'm quite sure of that. We got Tater and Andrea. 1 minute, 48 seconds, Andrea. There's Jag and Adrian. Good morning to you guys. There's Alana, the well-dressed, classy lady. Quendyful. I remember that name from before, I think. Haven't seen you in a while. Faith is of a good report. Indeed. Indeed. Can't stay long. Well, that's too bad, Mr. Tojo. We miss you already, brother. Caitlin Zaka. That's who you are. Yes, I remember you from before. Welcome back. Nice to see you back again. We will wait until some more people. We only got 21 so far. We're going to wait until we get a little bigger crowd before I get started here. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Enjoying the sunshine. Hopefully it's sunny where you are. It's definitely sunny here. It's already 16 degrees. I might have to go and buy an air conditioner today. I think. It's looking like the heat's gonna hit really fast this year, which it usually does. One day it's snowing, the next day you're putting the air conditioner in. That's the way it works here. Mr. Turtleboom, my buddy Steve. Right on. Oh, we lost some people already. Back up to 24. Where's everybody at today? Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying the sunshine. We all need that. We all need that. There's no better mood booster than getting a little sun, as long as it's a little sun and you don't bake yourself, which I usually end up doing at least once a year. I've had some brutal sunburns in my life. I had sunstroke a few times, once to the point that I was literally hallucinating. it was nasty. Took me a week to recover from that. It was awful. I went to a superbike championship race, and 3 days in the hot sun on top of staging, didn't drink water, just sat in the sun and baked myself for 3 days. I was probably close to death, actually. It was pretty terrible. And my parents did it to me once when I was a baby. They left me in the sun all day and almost killed me. I was really small, too. I don't even think I was a year old. They almost finished me off. So luckily I survived that. Boy, we are off to a slow start here today. I think this is going to happen more and more as the weather gets better. So that's okay. That's just part of the game. Summertime YouTube shoots way down. That is to be expected. That is to be expected. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you get out and enjoy some nature and some sunshine. It's not quite warm enough for swimming yet, but definitely nice for hiking in the woods, unless, of course, you're in parts of Canada where they don't let you. You're not actually allowed in the woods. I forget where it is now, but it might even be all of Canada now. I'm not sure. But it's like $100,000 fine or something ridiculous if you go into the woods. Yeah, we had a fog warning 2 days ago. It was I was saying I won't even go outside today. I'll get lost. Fog was so thick. You get into that, no one will ever find you. 30 people. And we keep losing some. They show up and they leave. Taking me too long to get started, I guess. Yeah, no, well, of course, they're the ones starting the fires, but of course they got to blame us, right? They know it's not us doing it, but they got to blame it. They got to make it look like it's us, so they're blaming it on us. You've seen me when I get sunburned, the cars stop next to me for me to turn. Blessings upon you all. There's Soaking Spirit. How you doing, brother? Blessings be on you all like a rash. Oh, my. Well, I hope the blessings aren't like a rash, but I guess we want them on us the same way. I used to say, on your butt like a pair of Fruit of the Looms. That comes from a movie, actually. Be on your butt like a pair of Fruit of the Looms. Oasis of Mind. Good day, Oasis of Mind. Wow, we can't get past 30 people here. Was kind of hoping there'd be a few more. So we'll just give it a couple more minutes and see where everybody is. The weather is going to change things in a big way now. Well, I suppose I can get started anyway. More people will come and I'll just have to repeat it. I'll probably repeat it 5 times before I'm done. So, as the title says, confess to your brothers and sisters. Well, folks, that's what I'm here to do. I've fallen again. I've fallen again. Now, I'm not going to make excuses for myself. Okay, there's no excuses, but I'm just going to tell the truth. So everyone knows I've been very lonely, very extremely lonely, to the point that it almost just got unbearable. To be honest, it's pretty much unbearable sometimes. So, you get that lonely, what do you do? Well, you're going to go out and try to find some people to hang out with. Okay, so the only way I know how to meet anybody is go to a bar. I don't know any other way to do it. So that's, of course, what I did. And I did make some friends. Like, I met two dudes yesterday. They were awesome guys, too. Really awesome guys. One of them's a pool player, and the other guy's trying to be a guitar player, but I guess he's not too good at it. But hung out with them all day and really actually had a great time. But of course, I fell to not only drinking, but smoking as well. So right back into my old ways, drinking, smoking in a bar. That's Jeff. I should have been calling myself Jeff yesterday instead of calling myself Jeffrey, because Jeffrey's supposed to be the new one, the new me. And yesterday, I was not the new me at all. No, I didn't get drunk. I mean, you can see me now. I'm not hungover. If I got drunk, I'd be super hungover because I've been off alcohol for so long. I know if I got really drunk, it would hurt me bad. So no, I didn't get drunk. But I mean, I think the smoking is actually worse than the fact that I had a few drinks, a few beers. I didn't get into hard liquor or anything, but I drank some draft. And of course, that wasn't enough that I just had a few and come home. Didn't I go back again last night? I sat here trying to talk myself out of it. I made the mistake of putting on some Frankie Valli music because that's not demonic. By the way, you can all listen to Frankie Valli. You can all listen to Frankie Valli. I was trying to think of some good music that I really like that I can still listen to. That's it. I love Frankie Valli. But that just put me in the mood to go out and hang with some people again. So, of course, I get all dressed up. And out I went. I put my white suit on, and out I went. I could, Mr. Turtlewimble, like I'm saying, the problem is the loneliness, right? That's why this happened. It's loneliness. I want to be around people, right? 10 years of being in this house all by myself is making me stir crazy. Okay, it's making me stir crazy. No, actually I didn't have the cross on. No. So I went down again. What a time I had too. It was unbelievable, actually. So when you dress like I do, and you go out on a busy night, on a Saturday night, well, let's just say you tend to get a lot of attention, and attention I did get. There were women wanting to have pictures taken with me. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Like, I never had a night like it in my life, actually. I walked into the pizza place on the way home, that 2-for-1 pizza place I go to. I promise you, this happened. I walked in, and the woman that was buying pizza ahead of me, she turned around and she saw me, and she goes, "Whatever he's having, I'm buying it." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Look at you, all white, and I'm buying your pizza." I'm like, the whole night was like that. The whole night was like that. It was crazy. I had so many pictures taken of me with different people, even on the street. A woman came up to me on the street, and didn't she go and plant a big kiss right on my cheek as her friend was taking the picture? It was a crazy night. So, as I've done before, this would be the third time I've confessed this. It's my third fault. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. So I must confess. And now I have. And like I say, in my opinion, I think the smoking is even worse. That's the hardest one to stop doing. That's the hard one. And I smoked like a chimney last night, for sure. So, there, Mr. Buzz has gotten that off his chest, and I feel relieved. So, of course, I do plan to get back on the horse, as I always say. That's all we can do, Mandy. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Well, here's the interesting thing, okay? Now, I know God's not going to say, go to the bar and drink. Of course, he's not going to encourage that. We know that, right? But these two fellas I met, actually, I met a woman from Syracuse, too. I met 3 of them all at once. And we hung out for several hours together. It was really, really fun just to talk to cool people. They were really cool people, too. And one of these guys, I asked him if he believed in God, of course. And he's like, I kind of do, but I don't know. I just sort of refer to God as the universe. I'm like, oh, you're one of those universe people. Okay. So I worked on him for a while. By the end of it, I had him actually changing his tune, right? Oh, Maverick 2. Sorry to hear, brother, but we're all human, man. We're all human. Is the loneliness feeling like emptiness? It absolutely is, man. Oh, I got so lonely yesterday. I didn't care about anything but finding someone to hang out with. I just didn't care. Like, I didn't care. Like, there was nothing going to stop me from going out and trying to find someone to talk to. So at the end of it, this guy said, He said, if there is a God, maybe he brought us together here today. I said, well, he wouldn't bring us to a bar, but that's not the way God works. But, I think he did have something to do with me meeting them guys. I'm pretty sure, right? If I was going to be in the bar anyway, and they were going to be in the bar anyway, we might as well meet when they're drinking and smoking, confess God. Well, that would be, and that's what I did before. Other times I've gone out and not drank or had like a non-alcoholic beer, right? Like the night I went out and checked out that jazz band. Didn't drink that night. I just went out. And that's fine if I could do that. But yesterday, one thing led to another. You get eating pub food and everyone else is drinking. And you're like, oh man, that beer would taste so good right now. Yeah, well, it did. It did, I have to say. And yeah, I just couldn't resist it. And then, of course, yes, then you're buying a pack of cigarettes and, oh, I'll just smoke today and no big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Oh, I did, Rebel. I worked on them most of the day. Had a pint of Corona and a bunch of weed. Oh, the weed is something I'm glad I don't like. When it comes to drugs, I don't have any fear that I'm going to fall back into those. I don't want those. I don't want drugs at all. I have no desire for meth, cocaine, weed, nothing. It's the smoking and drinking are the hard ones for me. Probably the hardest of all, once you fall back in it, is smoking, right? Like Mandy just said, nicotine is the worst. It's terrible. It's free from it. Now I got to go through it again. Stupid. Yep, I was too, Mandy. Same thing. I know. Right, so terrible. You'll probably see if any of you go on Facebook, I'm sure Mr. Buzz's Night on the Town is going to be plastered all over it. I'm quite sure, because more pictures were taken of me than, man, I just couldn't believe it. People walking up, can I have a picture with you? Can I have a picture with you? Can I have a picture with you? Like over and over again. It was really something. And from walking around live streaming, dressed like I do, the entire town knows who I am. I mean, the entire town does. It just, word spread like wildfire about me. So I've gotten some unwanted notoriety that I wasn't really looking for, but yeah, I've got some definite notoriety going on, unfortunately. Oh yeah, they know who I am. Absolutely. The whole town, like literally, the entire town does. It's one person after another walking up to me. I know you. I know who you are. You're that guy that does this. Everyone. Can I get a picture with you, man? Oh, it was. I wasn't expecting it. I just wasn't. I mean, I expect a little bit of that, but not like it was last night. It was crazy. Mine is coffee, and I can't go without at least one a day. Well, if you got a coffee habit, that's really not as bad because you're staying sober, right? You got a sober mind having a coffee. I'm having a coffee right now. You're staying sober doing that. That's not I wouldn't worry about that as much. I mean, if you don't want an addiction still, right? So I couldn't hide now if I wanted to, Mr. Turtlebloom. I could not hide if I wanted to. I just couldn't. Everybody knows me. Everybody. Have I seen anything or just worried about it? Seen what? You mean pictures of me? Oh, I'm not worried about that. I don't care. Dude, people have been asking me for pictures for the last month that's been happening. There's probably been 50 pictures taken with me by people. All different people. Some women, some men. Big groups of people getting me right in the center of them. They all put their arms around me, take pictures. There's a lot of pictures of me, like a whole bunch. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. I wouldn't pose for the pictures with them if I was worried about that, right? I don't care. Just play when they have nothing else to do. I mean, I'm in the public anyway. I'm on here every day. It's not hard to get a picture of me. Pretty easy. Hit print screen, screenshot. You'll have a picture of me. And lots of people have. Oh, yeah, they can, but what do I do? I can't stop people from getting pictures. I'm on YouTube. It's impossible, right? It's impossible to stop it. Yes, well, even when I've fallen like I did, I still was putting a good word out there, right? I was still putting a good word, and I got these guys' phone numbers, and we're supposed to go to Racks and play some pool. He's a pool player, one of them, in a league and everything. He takes it real seriously. And I used to be in a league too, so we even know the BCA rules and all that stuff. So I'll probably go out and hang with him again. What a great guy too. His name is Brad. Really awesome guy. I didn't just find a good dude to hang out with. I found someone I had so much in common with. And oh, did it ever feel good just to hang with somebody for a day? Man, that loneliness, it's terrible. It's terrible. Thank you, Armando. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I appreciate everybody not condemning me for it. You know, we're not supposed to condemn each other when we fall. We're supposed to help each other back up. And I knew you guys would have that attitude, so I very much appreciate it. There are people who, like, I had a few altercations too. People who just don't like me. I mean, they just don't like me, and they're going to take me down. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take you down. I've had a couple of those, but I just ignore them and just keep on my way, going on my way. Yeah, they probably will, Steve. Some people will come after me probably, but you know, what do you do? What do you do? Well, yeah, it's more than a minor fall, I'd say. I mean, it's a pretty big one, but I don't beat myself up for being human, okay? And you shouldn't either. I mean, look, as soon as I said this, look how many other people are like, yeah, I'm slipping too. I fell too. I did this. I did weed, whatever. A whole bunch of people. I got a weed thing and I'm regretting it severely. Man, photos, I mean, oh, I would like to see some of the pictures. I don't go on Facebook, so I'm sure that's where they ended up. There's got to be some pile of pictures of me on Facebook. There's got to be. I mean, I couldn't believe this one on the street. She wanted to take my hat off and wear my hat. I said, don't take my hat off. No, no, no. Do not touch my hat. She goes, okay, well, I'll just pose with you. And she sat down, and just as her friend was about to snap the picture, she planted her lips right on my cheek. I'm like, okay, you didn't ask me if you could do that either. You didn't ask. Shouldn't have done that. Yes, Daniel, that is correct. That is correct. My husband will not be happy. What about me? Why didn't she think about me just giving birth and I lost a kid as him? Whoa. That sounds pretty serious. I think that it could be a good thing. I mean, people felt who you work for, even if you were not in the best mood. Oh, no, I was in a fine mood. I was in a fine mood. Karaoke. I did that once too, quite a while ago, but I did karaoke once just to see if I could still sing. I went to a place called The Buckle, and the problem was I didn't know what else to sing, so I sang my old go-to song, which the Lord probably I had to repent for singing it. New Orleans is Sinking by the Tragically Hip. Not a godly song at all. Not a godly song at all. That's what I sang. There's nothing there. Oh no, believe me, there is, Norma Jean. Just because you're not seeing it, don't mean it's not there. Believe me. Facebook is pretty big, right? It's been plastered all over Facebook for sure. My face is everywhere. I know it. The video keeps cutting out. I've tried restarting. I've tried everything. Wow. Karaoke is fun. I gotta say, it's really fun. I love to sing. I really love to sing. Singing is groovy. Very fun. Back in Halifax, I was a karaoke regular. Like I used to go all the time. That's where I learned my craft. Actually, it was, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I learned it in Newfoundland. I playing in the bars there. But then when I came home from Newfoundland, I hit the karaoke bars like every chance I got, and I'd sing until my throat was sore, man. I love singing. Love karaoke. Still standing. Some fallbacks is permanent for some people. Oh yeah, well this won't be permanent for sure. I mean, I didn't really do anything so bad, right? I went out and had a couple drinks and talked to some people. That's it. And we spent a whole lot of time talking about God. So I didn't do anything bad. I really didn't. So, but I mean, I'm not supposed to be drinking and smoking. Right? I'm not supposed to be drinking and smoking, obviously. These are strongholds. And I put them away. Right on, Mr. Tojo. Cheers, buddy. Jail over karaoke. You were taken to jail over it? Boy, you must be bad. You must be bad. Well, I would go with you too, Norma Jean. I'd take you to karaoke. We'd have a good time, wouldn't we? That would be fun. That would be fun. I didn't know you were a singer. Very cool. Beer and buy some nicotine. Well, I want to get off the nicotine completely. And yes, that's what I should have done. I should have drank non-alcoholic beer, and I probably still would have had just as good a time, but I didn't. I fell to the temptation, right? I fell to it. You sing that too? I sing that one good. That's probably my best song. I've sang it so many times. I've sung that at least 1,000 times, if not more. I used to sing it sometimes 3 times a night. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to a place to listen to some music or something. Like I always say, you don't have to live like a monk. You know, if you can handle resisting temptation, then fine. If you went and saw a band that's not a demonic band, right? Like that jazz band I saw a few weeks ago, I can't wait to go see them again. They apparently come back once every month. I'd love to see them again because they were just so fantastic. They lit my spirit right up, man. It was so awesome. When they played Lowrider, oh, baby. Love that. Love that. Yeah. Your name is Monk. Yep. But you don't quite live like a monk either, Kirk. So, no, I don't feel bad for singing either. As long as you're not singing ungodly lyrics, right? There's a limit to what you can sing. New Orleans is sinking. It's actually the line, looked up to the Lord above and said, "Hey man, thanks." That's kind of disrespectful. There's a couple lines in it that are very disrespectful. So I thought about it after I sang it. It's like, that's really ungodly lyrics. I should have picked something else. What else did I? Oh, I sang something else too. Trying to remember what else I sang. Oh, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. That's the other one I sang. That one's not so bad. Good morning, Sueda. In case you just showed up here, my dear, and Daryl, Mr. Buzz has fallen again. Mr. Buzz let the loneliness get to him and went to a bar and drank and smoked again. So that's what I'm here confessing today. So I know you've been having some trouble too. You told us you had a cocaine binge a couple weeks ago. I'm thankful I didn't get into anything like that. Luckily, I don't have any desire for anything like that. But yeah, another stumble, another big stumble. So, oh, absolutely, Sandro. Yep. Right from the first puff. Yep. Getting over it. Yep. Smoky getting over it. I think you mean slowly. I think you might mean slowly. Slowly getting over it. It's heavy. I've been dreaming of smoking weed again. Oh, yep. That's happened to me before too. Have a dream about it and wake up and go, oh man, do I ever want that? Yep. I've had that happen. Our stumbles are always the same, Steve. All of us. All of us. Okay. We're doing good. Yep. Ben says jump back on the horse. That's what I tell everyone else. And I got to take my own advice, right? I got to take my own advice. So a person cannot be condemned for stumbling and falling. And I will never condemn any of you for it. And I appreciate that you won't condemn me for it either. Okay. It doesn't make a person a bad person. It means you're human and you stumbled. And you gave in to temptation instead of resisting it. You didn't flee, or you didn't resist the devil so he could flee. You let the devil in and you took his temptation. That's what it means, right? I knew as I'm putting that first draft to my lips, I'm like, this is wrong. This is wrong. But I'm going to do it anyway. The loneliness is the way that's if it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd have any trouble this way. That's what gets me. Is I sit here and I look around and I'm like, another night sitting here. I don't know if I can do it. And I go out and walk around, but that gets boring too. Just walking around, sometimes bump into somebody and talk to a bit or something, but you and your friend weren't singing How Dry. Well, actually, Rebel, I did shut the bar down. I did. So I went back again last night, right? I went twice yesterday. And I ended up at the Grizzly, was the place I ended up the last of the night. That's where the one that kissed me on the cheek, that's where she was. And that place was just rocking. It was just rocking. I'm like, wow, I don't even think I should go in there, but it's kind of hard to resist right now. I'm going in. So I did. I closed the Grizzly. Just about anyway. It was like 10 minutes left. It was closing. That's when I left. Oh, I was a lot lonesome. A lot, not a bit. A whole lot. Romans 14:19. Let's see. Romans 14, verse 19 says, therefore, let us pursue the things which make for peace, and the things by which one may edify another. Well, I was actually doing that. I always do that. Every single time that this has happened, and I've ended up in the bar and meeting people and whatever, I always try to bring somebody to God. Like, if I'm going to be in here sinning, that's the least I can do. Right? If I'm going to be in here sinning, that's the least I can do. Imagine it's like that for you, but on steroids. It's just so long now. It's 10 years. Right? So don't condemn yourself, for you were making peace and bring others to the Lord. I actually was. And I always do. And I kept saying to him all day, I'm like, I told him what I did, like for a living, and what my job is and everything. I said, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be doing this. He's like, man, give yourself a break. He's like, you've been alone for 10 years. He's like, you just come out to hang out with some people. I said, I know, but I'm not supposed to be in a bar. I'm not supposed to be drinking. I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing here. I'm not supposed to be smoking. I'm not supposed to be doing any of it. And he just kept saying, man, give yourself a break. But I felt condemned all day till a certain point. And then when I went back out last night, I was ready to do some clubbing. I was ready to do some clubbing. And the Toucan, the first place I went to, is such a fun bar, and the people are so nice there that I don't really find too many people in Kingston that I like to talk to at all, be honest. But every time I go there, there's always good people there. There's Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. You know what I'm about to say? No, I won't. I won't. I've beaten that to death. I won't do it today. I won't do it today. No, if I could stay out of the alcohol, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, you know what I want to say, Sandro. I'm not doing it today. I've beaten that to death now. It has to defeat the nicotine. Yeah, well, I always just do, grit your teeth and get through it. That's really what I do. That's what I do. But loneliness is the enemy. I wish I didn't feel lonely. We're not really supposed to, right? We're supposed to be just content to be with God and everything, but I can't help but long for human companionship. I just can't help it. It's like, especially me, because I've always been such a social person, right? I've been so social all my life. All my life. My mother used to call me a going concern because I hung out with everybody. I got invited everywhere. Like, I was always a very social person. Oh, I wish I could hear you say that. You even type it cool, but I wish I could hear it because you say it really cool. You just finished your exam. Right on. I hope you did well, my dear. I'm sure you did. I bet you are. I bet you are. I can see that just from watching your videos. I can see that. Yes, I'm what you'd call a people person, I guess. I can imagine is that loneliness is a sanctifying and refining tool used by God, but we'd like a little breathing room. Well put, Sandro. Very well put. Yeah, not good for man to be alone. You're right, Andrea. Thank you. You're right. That's good. It is indeed good for man to find a wife. That's what the Bible tells us, and I agree 100%. And after 10 years, I'm telling you, man, now I know what real loneliness is. I mean, I got to the point where it almost brought me to tears, and I'm not one to cry over things like that, but man, man, Erdinger, nope, that's probably not sold here. It stays working now. Yes, I hope it does. It got to the point that I was almost in tears. I'm like, I can't take it. I just can't take it. I don't know any other way to meet people. That's it. I mean, a bar. What other choice did I have to meet somebody? I didn't. That's the only way. And in Kingston, it's hard to meet people as it is. Even in a bar, it can be hard. But oh, am I totally ready for what? Got that right. Got that right. I've been ready a while. Very ready. But I know, Andrea, and my heart breaks for you, my dear. My heart breaks for you. Totally. There aren't any. I'm in Kingston, dude. You got to understand where I'm at, okay? I'm in Demon Town. There's no social clubs. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. This is Demon Town. This is a liberal hellscape, is what it is. Terrible place. Terrible place. I mean, I was live streaming last week, and you guys get to see it. A furry walked by me. A grown person dressed like a cat. Okay, that's the town I live in. That's the town I live in. Understand what you were saying. Do you know if there are any? Oh, probably, man. There's probably 50. People have been taking pictures of me for the last month. I lost count how many pictures were taken of me. People, they ask me to pose with them. Can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? It's just because of the way I'm dressed, right? They never saw anybody dressed like that before. And some people, they make a big deal out of it. The one who bought my pizza, I couldn't believe that happened. It's like, wow. She goes, whatever he's buying or whatever he wants, I'm buying it. Her name was Bianca. She's like, you all white, and look at you. I'm getting your pizza. Okay. Just wearing the right clothes and get you some free food. Who would have thought? You should see sheerness. Discovered how to busk gospel. Right on, brother. That's good. That's good. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Oh, I got another video of Carl the banjo player. I don't know if you guys remember seeing the short that I posted of a banjo player. Two of them, actually. I saw them twice. I got a third one of them busking in a different spot. I see him quite often, so I took another video of him. Probably post it. Love white tubes, not my friend. You're brave eating pizza. I've eaten everything with this coat on. Sometimes I'll take it off. Like if I get a burger, a drippy burger, I don't leave it on. No, he's not a homeless guy. He's just a busker. Make him number one over everything because he needs to trust you with what he wants to do with you. Oh yeah, I understand it all, Kimberly. I do, but he's taking me to the point of breaking. Yeah, I think humans have a limit, and I've hit mine. I've hit mine. I don't. I still feel the same way. I'm just aching to go out and meet some more people. I'm just at that point where, and especially after having company all day yesterday. I mean, these guys were awesome. I can't believe that I get desperate to meet somebody to hang out with, and I found these two guys. Tim and Brad. They were just awesome guys. Except Tim. He said, I asked him if he liked cats, and he doesn't. And I'm like, no, tell me you didn't say that. He was the perfect guy except for that. He doesn't like cats. She could move to a non-liberal country. Me too, but I don't know where that would be anymore. I don't think there are any. Yeah, he didn't like cats. I was just so disappointed. Something directed me to this stream. I definitely need it for sure. Thank you, Mr. Buzz. Right on, Scribbles. I bet you a whole bunch of you have fallen too, right? I bet you there's a whole bunch of people. Well, some already said. We had several confessions during this live stream already. People confessed to smoking weed, to drinking, to probably other things too. There's probably cocaine slips. There's probably meth slips. There's probably just about everything, right? I mean, some people probably fell into fornication. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody that comes to these live streams hired prostitutes. I didn't do anything nasty like that. But I mean, it's all nasty. Sin is sin, but I'm glad I didn't fall into hard drugs or anything totally, degenerate behavior. But what I did is bad enough. Just the same endless routine. And totally, Sandro. And I say that in the morning sometimes. Another day, exactly like yesterday. And man, sometimes it's just hard to face the thought of having a whole night of just me sitting in this house. I can barely take it sometimes. I don't know what to do with myself. That's why I stream so much. I stream so much just to give me something to do. Just to give me something to do. Scribbles is a good kitty name. Scribbles would be a good kitty name, I suppose. Going back to Toxic X. Uh-oh. Okay, so You're going back with somebody that you're calling toxic. I want you to give that a bit of thought for a second. Okay, you've just referred to this person as toxic, and you're going back to her. Or maybe you're a female. I shouldn't say her. I don't even know if you're male or female. No idea. No, God doesn't want us hurting like that, Andrea, at all. That's correct. She and I are getting married soon. Oh, so you said you guys were done. I didn't know you got back. I didn't know that. Oh, excuse me. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Yes, indeed. Oh, it's a new person. Oh, wow. You work fast, Yoli. You work fast. You work real fast. Wow. Wow. Wallace, not Gonzalez. Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, it would have to be a Christian man. You can't be yoked with an unbeliever, that's for sure. You've been single for almost 2 years now. Well, that's a little while, but I got 10 under my belt. If it was only 2, I'm sure I'd be okay. But 10, it starts to get like, and I'm not getting any younger, right? I'm not getting any younger. I don't really want to wait until I'm in my 60s or 70s to find somebody, right? Yes, 10 years is a long time. Well, Kimberly, if you wanted to find somebody, the way you look in that accent, I don't think you're going to have any trouble. Pretty sure you're going to have an easy time. Yeah, still in 20, so I'm not rushed. No, you got your whole life ahead of you. You get your whole life ahead of you. And you will have plenty of offers. That is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, I know, Andrea. I know. But now, at the 3-year point, I didn't want anybody. Because coming out of a really painful divorce and stuff, you shouldn't be with anybody for a while, right? People trying all the time. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I always pray. Don't want to be unequally yoked. Nope. A Jeffrey pizza. That would be with hot peppers, green peppers, and mushrooms. That's a Jeffrey pizza. That is indeed. 5 years. Yeah, well, like that's a while. 21 years. Okay, that's a while. That's a while. A single must be a reason for that. Yeah, it's true, Kirk. It's true. It's true. It's hard to believe that the Lord is with us when we hurt. We beg for mercy to have the loneliness, hurt, addiction, lack, etc. removed to be happy again, but He's there. Yep. Yep, He is. He is. It's that longing for human companionship is just a regular human thing, right? Everybody can get lonely, right? I mean, there are some people like Kirk. He doesn't seem to be lonely. He's alone. He likes it that way. He wants to keep it that way. There's the odd person that feels that way, right? And if you do, then fine. Nothing wrong with that. I wish I was happy that way. I'd love to be happy that way, but I'm not. God is the last year. Oh no, my dear. You're gonna have a family. Almost guaranteed, you're gonna have a family. Definitely. You will make someone a lovely wife. If you find the right one, your future is so bright. You better put on shades, girl. Your future's so bright, you'll have to wear shades. See big things for you for sure. Some of us may take more initiative. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Mr. Turtlebloom. I knew as a Christian you have to forgive, but that's really too hard for me. I bake bread. My whole life is upside down now. I have to distance myself to avoid scolding them. Feeling to do, Mandy. You have doubts that I will ever have a spouse, though. Yeah, you don't want to think negatively either, Andrea. You don't. I did that, right? I did that a long time. Many are single right now in chat. Sure. We can do that. I'll get rid of that one. There we go. And I will be back in just one moment, folks. All right. I'm back. We're not single. Yeah, that's true, Quentiful. That is totally true. That is totally true. But that's a sign that there's something wrong. Right? If you feel lonely and you're yoked with somebody, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So that actually happened at the end of my second marriage. That's how it got. There was such a problem between us. The marriage was damaged so badly by several different things. And the both of us felt that loneliness even though we were still together. And I knew before it ended that it was about to. I could tell. But you're right. Yeah, most people are single. Only 29 votes, but it'd be nice if we get some more. I'll leave it up for a bit. Maybe we get some more votes. Get a better idea. Maybe the married people just don't want to say, so they're not answering. The other gym. Oh yeah, there's two gyms here. I got Frankie Valli songs in my head, and I can't get them out. I listened to a bunch of Frankie Valli before I went out. And just, was I just rocking to those songs. I haven't listened to them in so long. Frankie Valli is good for your soul, folks. If you want some good music to listen to, that's not demonic. There's nothing wrong with it at all. The only thing you could say about Frankie Valli, he had ties to the mob. Not that he was involved with them, but they loved him. The mob loved him and used to get him to sing for them and stuff. They protected him. Like, you couldn't mess with Frankie Valli. You'd have the whole mafia after you. So he was a very well protected dude, very well respected. And I just love his music, man. Those songs are so good. Every single one of them, too. Oh, every single one of them. Thank you, brother. Anne Marie asked she'd be okay, but why would you want to? Why would you want to listen to her? She used to be the pride of Canada. I'm like, ooh. If that's the pride of Canada, we're not doing so well. Oh, I can't stand her voice. I can't stand the way she sings. I don't like her songs. Gene McClellan wrote most of them. They're good songs. Maybe they'd be good if someone else sang them. I can't stand her voice. Oh, Let's Hang On is awesome. I love that. I listened to that last night. Well, I listened to them all. I just, one after another. I went through every Frankie Valli hit I could think of. I love me some Frankie Valli. Man, I just love Frankie Valli. Totally. She was on a flight I took with my mom in 2007. Something, Jeffrey, remember when you said that you were worried about Mr. Jacob and you were trusting the Lord? Trust that he's bringing you the one. He's got you. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. I mean, I'm going to meet somebody on Monday. It just got postponed a bit because she's finishing up her university, which I knew 2 weeks ago that she was trying to get that done. And when at the end of university, you get this big paper to do, right? You got to do your thesis or whatever it is. So she's in the middle of that. So she don't want to be distracted till she's finished. So I'm going to meet her on Monday. I'm pretty sure it'll happen Monday. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's her. Maybe it's her. Walk like a man. Yep. Absolutely. Who loves you, pretty baby? Let's see. Dawn, Ragdoll. Well, eventually, but first on video, Sandro. She's in the same province as me. She's a few hours away, but she's in this province. So if we meet and hit it off in video calls, and of course we'll take it to the next level and meet in person. But our first meeting, no, it's going to be just a video call. Yeah, love me some Frankie Valli. I got Walk Like a Man. I'll take that one up in a bit, and I'll put Dawn in there for a while. I think Dawn is my favorite of all. I love that song, man. That song is so good. Or Ragdoll. Ragdoll's real good too. Met my wife on World of Warcraft. Wow. That's not a place I'd look for a wife, that's for sure. I certainly wouldn't look there, but I'm glad it worked out for you. My eyes adored you. No, I never laid a hand on you. My eyes adored you. I love me that song too. I love them all. There's no such thing as a bad Frankie Valli song. There's never been one. Every single one is good. Every single one. It's on Monday. Rooting for you, brother, one way or another. Thank you, Sandro. I know you are, brother. I know you are. She might not even want to see me anymore. She finds that I fell. I didn't tell her that yet, but I will tell her. Can't be hiding anything. And I don't, right? I don't mind confessing what I did. That's not a problem for me. If somebody wants to condemn me for it, they can. Go ahead. But We're not supposed to do that. So the people who condemn me for it, well, they're not being very Christ-like, actually. So he looks like a corpse on stage now. It's elder abuse. Is he still actually singing? You're kidding me. Yes, my aunt got into that World of Warcraft. Oh, did you? Yes, that was a younger Mr. Buzz. Yeah, that was in Hooters. I played at Hooters one time. That's where that video's from. Appreciate honesty and transparency. It's very rare. Exactly. I agree. But well, there's somebody who's condemned me that was close to me. One person has already. Somebody left this ministry. And yeah. Yep. Based on what they heard from other people too. That's all they went by. And somebody's left this ministry. Totally condemn me for my falls. So yeah, love Greece too. And that's okay. If people want to do that, they can. If that's the way they feel, okay. Don't have anything to do with me. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm a human being and I've fallen. I've confessed. Anything could happen again in the future. Who knows? I'm going to try not to, but who knows what will happen. I'm not saying I'm planning on it, but I'm a human being and I'm not perfect. And none of you are either. So if you do fall, don't condemn yourself. And if anybody condemns you, just walk away from them. Heard you like that? Yes, I just love them, Sandro. I just love them. Hello, Chris. The soothing sounds of Mr. Buzz. It's going to be a very long time, no contact. Romans 14:4. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth, sorry. Yeah, he shall be olden up, for God is able to make him stand. All good. All good. Isn't it best to have people to socialize with besides marriages, or else maybe there will be a risk of too much codependency on each other? Oh, you got to have friends, man. You got to have friends. Some people, when they get married, they don't want their spouse to hang out with anybody else. They just want to keep them all to themselves. That's selfish. You can't do that. Both of you have to have other friends, for sure, right? You got to have other companionship other than your spouse. Now, there's some things are not appropriate. You can't go away for a weekend with someone else that's of the opposite sex. That's not a good idea. There's things that are not appropriate at all. But I mean, my wife had tons of friends. She had like 6 or 7 really good friends, and they were all guys, every one of them. She didn't hang out with women at all. She always hung out with men. I had no problem with it. There was no reason to have a problem with it. They were literally her friends. Some of them friends since she was a child. Right? Her childhood friends stayed with her all through the years. So women can't have guys. No, that's wrong, Mason. That's wrong. That's not right at all. You're jealous like that. You should lose that, brother. You should lose that. Why can't a woman have guy friends? My wife had nothing but. She had nothing but all guy friends. All my friends are guys. Now I mean, if you have women friends, fine. But if you have guy friends, that's fine too. Both are fine. I don't, like I say, certain things are not appropriate to do with them, right? Going away for a weekend with them or something, staying in a hotel with them. No, obviously can't do that. There's certain things are not acceptable. But yeah, animals make good companions. I mean, obviously, I got my cats, but they don't talk much. I do all the talking. And every once in a while, I meow. I get that, but that's about all I get. They understand English, but they can't speak it. I've tried teaching them, but it doesn't go well. I know a lot of people that have friends the opposite gender, and it's not a problem. They're just friends, right? Yeah, we're all friends here, Mandy, for sure. We're all friends. I mean, Angelica is a good friend of mine, right? She's a female. She's my very close friend. Mandy's my close friend. I have all kinds of female friends. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Mama Bear, she's my friend. Have all kinds of them. Next time, hang out with me. Yep, I'll hang out with you and you keep me from being bad. Keep me from misbehaving. A penguin. Well, I think you know, Kimberly, what the penguins are for. The penguins are so we keep our pants on. We think about penguins or watch penguin videos. Takes away the urge. I don't know if it actually works or not, but yes, Angelica is indeed very cool. No question about that. No question about that. I actually confessed to her in an email my transgression. I haven't heard back from her. I'm waiting to hear back. I thought she might show up at the stream, but she must be busy. Cats love Beethoven. Okay, I didn't know this. People, as the discernment is real and can read them usually, and it's all stay away vibes. The spinning otter on loop. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. My cat loves Chopin. My cats aren't really fans of music. I had a budgie bird that loved it, but my cats don't really, they're pretty indifferent to it. And they really hate drums. I can tell you for sure they really hate drums. So, empaths are animals' best friends. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There was a guy there last night with a beautiful, I guess it was a collie, a big, massive collie. He was so big. And was he friendly? And he was just sucking up the attention, man. Everybody was all over this dog. Everyone was giving him love. And I mean, people were getting down and putting their arms right around him. It was pretty cool watching him. Love puppies. I suppose I would, Sandro. I suppose I would. Outside, yes. There's a outdoor part to it, and he had the dog outside. They wouldn't let the dog inside, but in the outdoor part, he was allowed to have him. My cat hates my guitar. Yeah, mine don't like it either. Every week, and I think it takes the top off the loneliness. See, that wouldn't be my thing at all. A depression group. Oof. Makes me depressed just to think about going to that. That would not be for me. But if it's helping you, great. I'm not putting it down. Just for me personally, it wouldn't be the right thing. Oh yeah, let's look. Oh yeah, almost everyone here's single. Man, we are a bunch of single people, man. Only 9% said no, they're not. Wow. That's wild. That's why that's out of 46 people now, too. Musician to come in and harmonize with another musician, then for the newcomer to play melody to the original musician, both playing violin. Well, if they're accomplished musicians, very doable. I mean, it depends on how accomplished they are. It also depends on if they're robot musicians, okay? People that learn to read music, and that's the only way they learn to play, and they never develop their ears, and they don't have this natural feel for music, they're robots, and they're not very fun to jam with, let me tell you, because unless they get a piece of sheet music in front of them, they can't do anything. They're useless without the sheet music. Those musicians get on my nerves. That's not a real musician. That's a robot that's just regurgitating stuff. Okay. A real musician, two real players can get together and say, let's go in the key of G. Here we go. And just play. Right. And maybe yell a number every once in a while. Go to the 5 chord, 4, just yell numbers at each other. And that's real musicians. That's real musicians. The robot ones, they can't do anything, man. I had them apply for jobs at my school. I used to give them a musical test. I'd jam with them. If they couldn't jam with me, they'd be like, oh, I can't play anything with cheap music. Next. Next. How are you going to teach in my school? You can't play anything with sheet music. You're not doing that to my students. Not in here. You're not training them to be robots. Something you learn by doing. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, it's also something that some people are born with. Okay. I was born that way to do that. I was just born to play music that way. I still don't read music. I don't know how. I don't need to. I know my theory inside out, but I don't read music. Yeah, Andrea, there's probably no appropriate group around for you. Right on, Soak in Spirit. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Very generous. That's 20 pounds sterling, I think. Is that what that is? That's pounds sterling, I believe. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yes, indeed. 20 pounds sterling. That of all the names of the currency, that is the coolest one, man. Pounds sterling. I mean, that just sounds classy, doesn't it? Pounds sterling. I think I'll have a coffee. A coffee cost £3 sterling. I couldn't resist. Kimberly, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Couldn't help myself. Tell me. People tell me to do that too. Go to a restaurant by myself. I do all the time. They just call it quid. Yeah, they do. That's right. Yeah. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I lied. I lied. I got to repent now for lying. Actually, it wasn't a lie. I really thought I wasn't going to. I just changed my mind. It's not making fun of you. I love the way you say coffee more than I love the way anybody else says coffee. Yours is my favorite of all. My dear, I would never make fun of you. You're a beautiful, classy child of God, and your videos are fantastic. I've promoted you on here several times, and I'll continue to do so. And I can't help but watch that short of you saying coffee over and over. I just love it. Oh, my pleasure to do it too, because I try to promote any channel that's really got good content, raw and authentic and real. And yours is. Yours really stands out. So you'll always get promotion here. We'll do it right now, as a matter of fact. We'll promote a couple channels here. This one is called The Beloved. Okay, this is Kimberly's channel. Grab yourself a coffee and watch her. And this one is Mandy's. Let's find Mandy's here. One sec. This one is Mandy's. She's only got one video so far, but I'm sure that's going to change. There's Mandy's. Who else we got here? It's online. I bet he does, my dear. I bet he does. Is there anybody else looking for a plug here? Oh, maybe that's all for now. If there's someone else looking for a plug, let me know. Yep, get to it, Mandy. Get to it. Can't promote what isn't there. You only got one video still. You got to make some more. Right on, Vanessa. You won't be disappointed. It's a great channel. She does a great job. And if you're lucky, you'll hear her say coffee. And I'm sure you'll agree. It's fantastic. Totally fantastic. My husky now and try to get attention. That'll work. That'll work. Having a dog. Man, my white suit, of all the suits, one guy came up to me last night. He said, man, I've seen you around so many times, but I've never seen you in the same suit twice. He's like, I've never seen you wear the same one twice. It's a different one every time I see you. He said, how many do you have? I said, around 10. He's like, really? Yeah, I change them up. I try not to wear the same one 2 days in a row. He's like, well, how often do you wear a suit? I'm like, all the time. He's like, okay. He said, I've never seen anybody do that before. And the attention, the white suit is the one that gets the most. When I put that on and go down the street, I know I'm going to get, I almost say harassed. Harassed by people. You can't walk down the street with this white suit on invisible. It's not possible. They see you coming from half a mile away. Last night was something else. I never experienced anything like that. It was really something. But now I'm wishing everybody didn't know me so well. I mean, the whole place, I couldn't hide if I tried, man. There's no way to hide me. Not even possible anymore. Yeah, what does that say about everybody else? This one girl looked at me. She actually had a hat on sort of like mine last night. She come up to me. She goes, I got to come up and compliment you on that hat. I said, well, I was just about to do the same with you. She looks around. She goes, nobody around here got any style. She's like, at least we do. Nobody in this town got any style. She was really cool too. Met her at the Grizzly. Met some really nice people. I got to say, I met some really very nice people. Very, very nice. Just share what he puts in my heart. Sometimes I don't get all dressed up in vids or do makeup just because it's more raw and real. That's what I used to do. And then, I don't know. A lot of people think it's not appropriate the way I dress for what I do. Too bad for them. That's what I say. Oh man, I love getting dressed up too. I absolutely love it. I don't want to just wear regular clothes anymore. I like wearing a suit. I like to be like looking as good as I possibly can at all times. I don't leave the house unless I'm dressed up. It's not to impress. I just feel good when I'm dressed up, right? I'm just, be good, Mr. Turtleboom. What state am I from? I'm from Canada, not from a state. Not from a state. What's people say, what state are you in? I say a state of peace. I'm in a state of peace. In my wardrobe also, I'm going for the old money look. Right on. I want to get one of those suits like Peaky Blinders wears, man. That there's all kinds of videos of him. It's the same thing I go through. He's walking down a mall or something, and everybody's just looking at him. That's exactly what it's like for me. That's what it was like last night. Everybody spinning around, and they don't know what to do. They've never seen anybody like that, right? I got to get one of those suits that he's got. He's got the 3-piece. He's got the old fashioned pocket watch. He's got it. He's got it all. And does he ever look sharp, man? he just stuns everybody when he walks down the street. To go to town. Yes, I agree. Or they used to say, put on your Sunday best. Put on your Sunday best, right? That's what the Beverly Hillbillies used to call it. Put on your Sunday best. You don't go to church looking like a slob. People dress up to go to church. Of course they do, right? So everybody says this is church. So why shouldn't I dress up? Why shouldn't I dress up? I mean, I'm not a priest. I don't have the collar and all that. I'm far from that. I'm not a pastor or anything like that. So I don't have to wear anything like that. But if this is church, got to put on my Sunday best. And we have church every day because we do this every day. That Jesus glow. Yes, indeed. You do too, Kimberly. You definitely have. You definitely have. And your accent is the icing on the cake. People must love that accent. That's why you get so much attention. I mean, you're a good-looking person too, but that accent just catches people's attention. As soon as they hear you talk, they're going to be intrigued. I've never heard anybody talk like you. It's the most unique accent I've ever heard. Thank you, Anna. I'm really partial to it too. That girl tried to take it off my head last night. Boy, I grabbed it quick. Don't take off the hat. Don't touch the hat. Don't you dare. And then she felt inclined to plant her lips on my cheek, which I never gave her permission to do. So I got to watch that from now on. People taking pictures, be like, keep your lips off me. Keep your lips off me. None of that. That was forward. I mean, I regretted agreeing to take a picture with her. I didn't regret the other ones, but that one I did. There's no need of that. And if it was the other way around and I did that to a woman, oh, can you imagine? You'd hear the sirens, the police be coming. That's how it would go. But a woman, no problem. She can do that and she thinks she's going to get away with it. Man, there's really no need of that. Putting your lips on somebody without permission. Speak in tongue, use the whole of your vocal cords in the larynx in other languages. I bet you, with your accent, hear you speak in tongues must be quite unique. I bet it is. I agree, Solison. Don't add fornication to add. No, there was no danger of that. Those women like that don't do it for me, Mandy. I'm not interested in them. I told you what I say, and I was saying it over and over under my breath last night. Tremp alert, tremp alert, tremp alert. You should have saw the way they were dressed. I mean, tramps. They just a bunch of tramps everywhere. Not all of them. Not all of them. There was some who were dressed respectably, but most of them weren't. Most of them weren't. And I just muttered under my breath, tremp alert, tremp alert. I turned my head, tremp alert. Oh, another one, tremp alert. They're everywhere. They do not do a thing for me. I'm not interested in that. Not at all. It turns me off, actually. That turns me off. If there was going to be any interest, it'd be somebody completely covered up, wearing gym pants or something, or, at least jeans and at least covered, right? I don't have any interest in the tramps. None whatsoever. Never really did. Okay, when I was really young. When I was younger, I did. I would chase them, but not anymore. No interest. No interest. So if there's anybody who just joined into the live stream, well, I did tell her she shouldn't have done that. Like I said, you didn't ask me permission for that. That's kind of forward. But whatever. But for anybody who just joined and missed the message today, Mr. Buzz fell, Mr. Buzz drank, Mr. Buzz smoked, Mr. Buzz had a rip-roaring night on the town. an afternoon and a night. I went twice. It wasn't bad enough I did it all afternoon. I didn't have enough of it, so I had to go back and do it again. And didn't get home till about 2:15 in the morning. So it was quite a night. Quite a fall. Quite a night of debauchery, we'll call it. But at the same time, even though I fell into those things, I did meet some very cool people. I did get to talk about God to them quite a bit. And I got some free pizza just because I had my suit on. So too bad I wasn't ordering a whole pizza. Whatever he's ordering, I'm buying. That was something. Puff out their chest and have ego, can't do it. Pride makes the Holy Spirit cringe in me. Right on, Kimberly, right on. Yep, that's the kind of guys you find at the gym all the time. Right? That's what they're flexing. They put the baby oil on their muscles and get all flexed up, and that's really not cool. Not cool at all. And what I think is attractive in a woman is someone dressed classy, right? Someone that's classy and trampy are opposites. They're total opposites. Okay, now another thing that's cool is just the down to earth, like the girl next door kind of look. That's cool too. But I really like the classy look. Someone that looks classy. And I don't mean high society, snobby classy. I mean refined classy. That's what's attractive. Any thoughts on cremation? I don't know. Yeah. Keeping the ashes is definitely not cool. Okay. Keeping the ashes is definitely not cool. I would never do that. And some of the people who've done it, who've come to me for deliverance, they've asked me, and I'm like, I would get rid of that. The Bible doesn't address that question. I checked very thoroughly, and it does not address that question. But, oh yeah, something good always comes at everything, brother. Something good always does. Whether we should get cremated or not, I don't know. I mean, it's just your meat suit. It's just your meat suit. But there's probably some sort of spiritual implications. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the Bible doesn't address that. So, yeah, I don't know. The Bible doesn't address it. So anybody who says it's okay is just making it up. There's no biblical reference to it, right? It doesn't say. Talks about burial, but it doesn't forbid cremation that I know of. It doesn't say you can't do that. So I'm sure they burned bodies back then too, right? They didn't do them in furnaces like we do now, but they probably did burn bodies. Well, it's not you though, Anna. It's just your meat suit. It's not you. I can guarantee you, you are not your meat suit. I've been out of my meat suit and looking at my meat suit, and I was completely out of it. Okay, I wasn't in it at all, and it was just a thing. It had nothing to do with me whatsoever. It's just the clothes your soul is wearing. That's all it is. And that's the way you should think of it. But not one of the biblical figures were cremated. They always went to later. Yep. I don't know if it's a problem to do it or not. I can't answer that. I wish I could. Right? I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, if we keep doing it, if we keep burying people, eventually we'd run out of land. It would happen eventually, right? You're going to eventually have people buried everywhere over time, right? You can't keep burying them in the same place. You got to keep burying different places. So you're going to eventually take up all the land. See, we are more than flesh. Oh yeah, we're not flesh at all. That's just your meat suit. That's all it is. Enemy influence suddenly comes like a flood. He raised up a standard and fight for me. Yes. Pagans used to burn bodies. The Bible says not to do that. Give me some scripture that tells us not to do that, Ben. I'd be interested in seeing that. Tell us what chapter and verse, and I'll pull it up. Temple of Holy Spirit. So yeah, while you're in it, but once you're done with it, it's not. Right? We just let it rot in the ground, so obviously it's of no importance anymore. Right? We're it's nothing but a thing. Once your soul's out of it, it's just a heap of meat, is all it is. Once the soul has left it, it's no longer a person. It no longer has the Holy Spirit. It no longer has anything but flesh and bones. That's all it is. Ben, if you can figure out what that scripture is, let me know, and I'll pull it up if that's going to give us our answer. Maybe there is an answer in the Bible. My understanding was the Bible did not. Well, it doesn't address what, like, that you shouldn't keep the ashes. It doesn't answer that question for sure. Because many people have asked me, and I just tell them, look, you use your common sense there. That's the remains of a dead person. Do you think that might possibly be able to attract demonic entities or something? Of course, it probably could. So I would never have that in my house. People are doing it with their pets now. Almost everybody. This is fashionable because it's a business. They sell you this urn with your pet's ashes in it. It's another way to make money, is all it is. And the first post I see, Psalm 34:18, we read that earlier. Yeah, yes, we did. That's what I still have it up. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. It's still up there. Stuck behind a funeral procession. Wow. Concrete jungle. Oh, Armando, I wouldn't have that around. Well, it's probably not your choice, I guess, but yeah, I don't think that's a good thing to have around. I really don't. Some companies get you the wrong ashes. It's just a scam business, is all that is. Keep your pet forever. No, you're keeping a heap of ashes. It's probably not even your pet, like you say. Who knows what they give you? They probably got a big bag of ashes. They just take a scoop, throw it in, and sell it to you. God is omnipresent. He is indeed. I don't feel like doing today. Kind of weary, but it's got to be done anyways. I shall go. Sorry to hear you're down, Jim. Praise God. Bump my life. Hang in there, brother. The Lord will give you some energy, give you some oomph. You need a little oomph. Yeah, I think it is, Harriet. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Nikki, good day. Mr. Bacon. So I guess we can hang out a little while longer if any of you want to. I will be back in just a moment. Alrighty. This round is so creepy. I agree with you, Retro Girl. No. I'm the king of sinning right now, Harriet. that's, that's about the only thing I'm the king of is sinning. I did a mighty fine job of that last night. This chair used to belong to my landlord's grandmother. That's why he won't part with it. It's old. It's really old. So I do like it, but it's so flat from being used that I've got one of the cushions off the couch. Is see, that's not the same color. If you notice, if I didn't have that, I'd be like down here. There'd be like this much of me sticking up from the bottom of the screen because it's the chair is just flat from years and years of people sitting on it. You're into the cafe and put it on the table. I think it's creepy. I agree. See, this is what could have kept me out of trouble. This is what could have kept me out of trouble. Of course, that wasn't good enough for me. I had to go out and get the real stuff. Thursday, I went out to a brewery with my course mates and had 1 pint too many. So I hear you. Yep, it happens. A good time repenting yesterday. Excuse me. Amanda was in the chat there, I think yesterday, confessing she went to a bar and did some drinking, and it's all kinds of people confessing the same stuff, right? So that should tell you, we're all human. Oh, there you go. Amanda was sinning last night too. There you go. This is what I mean, right? We're all human. We get to the point where we just, for me, it was literally loneliness. That's what drove me to it. That's what drove me to it every time so far. So, I don't know what else to say about it, but we're all human. We got to get back on the horse. We got to try again. We got to repent, obviously. You got to repent. The Lord will forgive you. I mean, the Lord will forgive you. That is for sure. He's going to forgive Amanda. He's going to forgive me. He's going to forgive anybody out there who did something. He's going to forgive us. So, very clever to take shoe on head's idea and go with hat on foot. She's a big YouTuber, man. She's got, I forget how many million subscribers she's got. She's real big. Real big. Wealthy girl. Very wealthy. Well, Catherine, for those just joining, Mr. Buzz let the loneliness get the best of him and went out on a sin fest to a bar. I drank and I smoked. And I drank and I smoked. And then I drank and I smoked. And met some people and had a fantastic time, I have to say. But obviously, I'm not supposed to be doing that stuff. And I gave in to temptation. And I stumbled and fell. That's what I did last night. And now here today, I am confessing in front of you all what I did. So now you know. Now, believe me, it doesn't nullify your deliverance you had the other day. That's still good to go, I promise. That still counts. But obviously, someone doing my job is not supposed to be doing those kind of actions that I did last night. Applause, you guys and gals are awesome. Jersey City Joe, my main man. Yep, that's all we can do, Kirk. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. I have to battle this loneliness. I have to find a solution to that somehow. I need a solution to it. Vape. Oh, day 4 and more weed. Just get attacked with stupid vape. Not let the loneliness get the best of me. Drinks 3 bottles of wine either. Yep. When you feel lonely or sad or whatever, you're down. I mean, it's just a natural thing to reach for alcohol or whatever it is, right? It's totally it's a human thing. Most people who are addicted to substances are addicted to substances because of that, because of sadness, loneliness, depression, whatever, there's a big empty void in their life and they're filling it with that. That's what drives us to it. That's always it. I shouldn't say most of the time. It's always that. And if you have a really full, happy life, you're not lonely, everything is good, you probably won't fall into it. You'll probably be fine to stay away from these things. Fall down 7, get up on 8. Yep. That's correct. It's down, I'm sure you repented for it. Yep. Don't make a habit. It's an unseen. Don't make it a habit. That's hilarious. Yes, yes, this is true. Unless you don't want to date me no more when she finds that I fell. I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her. Can't hide that. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, Andrea. If I did, I'd do it. I wish I knew the answer to that. I don't. I don't. No, that's vaping. It's terrible. Terrible. Probably worse than smoking. Well, obviously, once you find your spouse and you get married, yes, you're not going to be lonely anymore. You need some friends in your life too, but obviously, but the solution to loneliness when you don't have a spouse, that's the problem. All the time, it's hard to avoid partaking with them at least. Yep, it is. And for me, it's not that because the only person I'm going to drink with is going to be a stranger because there's nobody around, right? There is no family. There's nobody. So it's not other people dragging me into it. It's me getting lonely. And the first thing I want to do, I feel that bad, is I want to just go out and find somebody to talk to. And the only way I know of to do that is in a bar. I don't know any other way to meet people. So music and working. Yeah, those two are good. I mean, music got me through a lot of lonely times too, but I guess I was still lonely though. The music didn't replace human companionship. That's for sure. But he's hooked. Well, usually cigar smokers don't inhale. So if he's smoking cigars and inhaling, wow. And if he's not inhaling, then he can't be hooked. You have to inhale to get hooked. Yeah, same with pipe. People who smoke a pipe don't inhale either. It's just for the flavor. I can't move, Tarika. I cannot. I can't do that either. I have two cats. What am I gonna do? Take my cats and go traveling? I don't think so. Not possible. Chocolate energy drink, a Milo. Never heard of a Milo either. Never heard of that either. I have no one yet and I feel groovy. I said a little while ago, some people are fine with it. Some people don't care. They're fine alone. Tarika, have you got the money for that RV? I don't even own a car. How am I going to get an RV? And how would I put gas in it? Do you know what the price of gas is now? It's like $7 or $8 a gallon here. Okay. Get an RV. When the gas is higher, the price of gas is higher than it's ever been in the history of this country. An RV would be the stupidest purchase possible right now. You couldn't do anything dumber than get an RV right now. And I bet you nobody's buying them. I bet you anybody's got them is selling them. Trying to sell them anyway. I don't know how you'd ever sell it. RV trailer. Well, RVs, you never afford to drive one in Canada right now. I'm telling you, they get about 8 miles to the gallon. So every 8 miles, you're going to spend $8. It's like $1 a mile you'd be spending. Yeah, that would go well. Wouldn't take you long to go through a few $1,000s. It's literally around $8 a gallon. Crazy. Totally crazy. I want a divine man, nothing more, nothing less. Yep, he has to be a believer. You'd be unequally yoked for sure. Absolutely. Yes, I've heard you can even, there's even one that apparently is powered by wood. I don't know how. I think it burns the wood and creates some energy, and that's what fuels the car. I saw it just the other day in a video. I didn't watch the video, but it went by in my feed. It said it was a wood-powered vehicle. Oh yeah, $8 a gallon now. 7 something anyway. It's almost 8. What about my cats, Tarika? I have 2 cats. And what about Mr. Jacob? Who's going to look after him? I have an outdoor cat. And where am I going to get the money to do this? Super chat funds. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to travel around in an RV with 2 cats. That does not sound cool. Nope. Absolutely not. Sit in that bar and Mr. Buzz come in and I come up to him and say, would you like a Molson X? Yeah. A Molson XL, not Molson X. Molson X is actually alcohol beer. Molson XL. People from around the world. I'm totally new to it. This is the second day. Right on. From the burning charred wood. Cool. Smoke very slow. First it was like 7 or 8 bowls a day, and as the months went on, I smoked 1 to 3 tobacco pipes a day. Yeah. Drive yourself to the nearest poorhouse. That's it. That's what a buddy of mine had one. He didn't keep it long. He found out, man, how the only thing you can't drive past is a gas station. You got to stop at every one that comes because you're empty all the time. It's brutal. He realized, man, after he got it, he's like, why did I buy this thing? This thing is no good for me. He got rid of it. Well, I won't be doing any traveling, Tarika, because I have 2 cats. So I'm not going to put my cats through that. They need a home. And I need to stay in it with them. It's the misery to ever pick it. Oh, yep. Yes, he will, Sandro. Absolutely. He will indeed. Whatever that attachment is that you sent there, Sandro, I can't see that. It's there we go. Boat stands for bust out another 1,000. Yeah, we had speedboats. We had speedboats when I was growing up. Video of my dog being obedient. Oh yeah, I can't see it. It's an MOV or whatever. I'd have to download it, and then it would say no, I don't have the right player for it, and I won't be able to see it. Excuse me. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest taking 6 kids, going in an RV with 6 kids. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Definitely not. That sounds like a total nightmare, actually. That sounds bad. Sounds very bad. I haven't eaten yet today, which is really unusual for me by 1:15 in the afternoon to have not eaten anything. And I can't decide what to have today. I bought some burgers. I don't know if you guys have a Montana's in the States or anywhere else. Maybe I doubt it's in the UK or Australia. It might be. I don't know. But it's called Montana's. And it's a restaurant chain. And they actually sell their burgers in the grocery store. You can buy a box of Montana's burgers. And they are tasty, let me tell you. Oh, are they ever good? And they're expensive. I mean, for 6 burgers, it was about $25. So they're like over $4 each for each burger. So that's pretty pricey. But if you're going to get some burgers and you want something real good, I can highly recommend Montana's burgers. Oh, baby, are they good. The Keg does it too. There's another restaurant called The Keg, and you can buy their burgers in the grocery store as well. And they're even more. I think they were another $2, like $27 or $28 or something for 6. Yep, we know you are, Angelica. I'm beyond so single. What? Can you be another degree of single? Is it like, are there levels of singleness? Or is it all, seems to me there could be levels, I guess. Now that I'm now that I'm 10 years in, I think, oh, I will, my dear. I will. You're level 10 single. Okay, I must be level 20. I must be level 20. Man, oh man. 10 years. 10, well, it's actually 8. I shouldn't keep saying 10 years. 2 years after my divorce, I had a very short relationship with somebody, but it wasn't for long, and it didn't go anywhere. And I just left that. I left that one. But there was a little short one in there for a little bit. So that's 8 years that I've been completely single. Not even a date, not a thing. Well, except video dates and stuff. I had loads of those. I had long distance relationships, several of those, but none in person. None in person. So I consider that being, I've been alone for 8 years. It was nice to have the company video wise, right? I don't mind doing that for a little bit. If I meet somebody and they live a little ways away and we have to do that for a little, I'm okay with that. But it would be nice, for once to actually meet the person I'm seeing in person. That would be good. That would be good. 53, I've never had a girlfriend. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry to hear about your troubles there, D-Man. I mean, just because you've got those disabilities, though, that doesn't necessarily put you out of the possibility of having somebody, right? Definitely not. Your reaction. Wow. What do you mean? What what about my reaction? What am I missing here? How did I react? What did I say? What did I say, Angelica? What did I do? For most people, even 2 years is difficult. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if I bought it at Loblaws, so I don't know if they sell them at Walmart or not. Oh, well, if you don't want one, then okay. Then you're right where you want to be. Right on. That was very Christ-like of them. That's what we're supposed to do. Oh, they are good. The Montana's burgers. Mm-hmm. I'll buy them again. They are pricey, but if I'm gonna buy something like that, I don't want to buy. I looked at the cheap garbage ones, and no, they didn't look good. They look like fake meat or something. I want something real. Yeah, for the quality, it's worth it. It's worth it. I stopped buying cheap stuff. Doesn't really save you very much because it's usually garbage. You're not getting the same nutrition out of it, and it's unhealthy usually, right? You might as well buy better stuff, get something real, and there's less waste. And especially we used to buy these cheap old steaks with all this fat and gristle all over them because they were cheaper. And by the time you cut all that stuff off, you paid more for it because you had to throw half it away. If you're going to buy something, buy the good stuff. Don't bother with substandard anything. Even clothes. Buying cheap clothes, they're made in a sweatshop somewhere and they fall apart. You get a year out of a shirt and it's coming unraveled because it was made in some sweatshop in China. Yeah, Costco's probably sells them. Yep. I bought them at Loblaws, so which I don't like shopping at because it's the most corrupt grocery store there is. Loblaws is super corrupt. They keep getting in trouble for price fixing and all kinds of stuff. Yep, it does, Kirk. I buy good stuff now. I don't buy that cheap garbage anymore. It didn't pay to do that. So now I buy good stuff. Even like Giant Tiger, we call it the Tigger Boutique. I won't buy any produce there hardly at all because it's terrible. They get the substandard produce. It's the worst of the worst. That's all they think the peasants are entitled to. So if you're a total peasant, you're definitely going to shop at Giant Tiger, and the produce you get, ugh, you'll get sour oranges and just the worst fruit you could ever imagine. It's so awful. It's like it must be the fruit that they can't sell anywhere else. No one else would buy it, but Giant Tiger customers will. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that very much. But I do have a date planned for Monday, so you gotta wait on this date to see how this goes before before I start looking for anyone else to come. Um, and she's been watching me for a long time, and if everything she's saying is true, she's like highly interested in seeing what happens between us. So, from what I know of her so far, she definitely checks all the boxes. I just don't know her yet, so she's quite a bit younger. That's, I guess, that's the only kind of frightening thing because you know it's not so much of a problem now, but in 20 years I'll be 76. Always one glitchy glitch every time. You want to see. Yeah, she's very, very beautiful. Absolutely. She seems like she could be. I don't know her yet. I don't know her yet. So, but I'm 56 and she's 37. When I asked her how old she was, she said, "I'm 37 and sent from heaven." Is how she answered. So, don't know. Just going to have a date with her and see what happens. I don't know. So it's 77 votes. We got 21% are with somebody and 79% totally single. It will be later on, Sandro. When I'm 76, she'll be 57. That starts to get, you know, that's when it starts to matter a little more. Yeah, what 57-year or 56-year-old guy is going to, have a problem being with a 37-year-old woman? That's like, that's all good for me. That's all good for me. No problem there. She doesn't. She says she doesn't mind it at all. She doesn't care. So, yeah, okay. If she doesn't mind, she doesn't mind. That's good. I think the man is generally supposed to be the older one, but that is quite a bit older. But I'm more than okay with it, of course. What guy wouldn't be? You'd have to be crazy not to be okay with that. I don't like people telling me to be cautious, D-man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that. Don't tell people to be cautious. That's not an appropriate statement to make to somebody. That's one I'd rather not hear from people. That suggests I need someone to tell me that, and I don't. Don't keep the goods to yourself. How does one moderator look and see? The goods to yourself. All right, Mandy, I'll show you. I'll show you. Let's see. There you go. That is her. In between single and partnered. Oh. There she is, as a matter of fact, everybody. There she is. Yes. Yes. No, I know she's not. I said she's 37. I said she's 37. And you showed up right as I was talking about you, yes. We're not saying anything that you haven't already told us in the live stream the other day. So everybody was just wondering about my date that I was supposed to have today, right? So it got postponed. So that's how we're talking about you. Boy, the chat just froze. Did it ever come to a dead stop? Well, that's what it's going to come down to, Ashlyn, is what God says about it. Absolutely. That's what it's going to come down to. So I have no problem with it, of course. I mean, and if you don't either, then we're good. Then we're good. I'm glad you came to say hello, because I was thinking about you too, obviously. Not only thinking about you, but actually talking about you. So what's for dinner? I don't know, Nadine. I don't know. Can't really decide. I got a hankering for pizza again today, but I'm probably not going to have that. Let me 18. Wow. Married at 16. Wow. You married him at 16 and he was 37? You married a 37-year-old when you were 16? Is that what you're saying? On my mind so much. Well, I have to say I like living rent-free in your head. I enjoy being there quite a lot. So, wow. Yeah, I'm happy to hear you're thinking of me. I was obviously doing the same because, well, you even caught me talking about you, so that's what I was doing. And my friends looked at your page and said how beautiful you were. I have to agree with them there. That's for sure. So, oh, it's okay, David. It didn't get canceled, just postponed. Yeah, Vanessa said the math I just did there with her, it sounds like she got married at 16 and he was 37. Wow. Wow. I don't think that guy was, yeah, that guy wasn't doing, he wasn't doing a very godly thing there. I don't think that's 37 marrying a 16-year-old. No, 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 that shouldn't happen. I don't think. I don't know, but I mean, who am I to say? Yeah, I see you, Mike. She does have absolutely gorgeous hair, Anna. You are correct. She's stunningly beautiful. I think everybody can see that. That's very obvious. we can't see you, but we can see your comments. Right on, Mike. Well, welcome, brother. It's nice to have you here. Right on, Mike Gordon. Welcome to my live stream. I think you're gonna like it. Think age matters only when the person's too young. Like it. Yep. Jesus, and can't wait for a future with you. You say the most encouraging things. How can you be so sure, though, Ashlyn? You haven't. I mean, you got a better idea of me than I have of you, because I just saw a couple videos. I mean, you actually get to see me live and stuff on here, so you have a better idea of me than I have no idea about you yet. Like, but how can you be so sure when you haven't even met me yet? I mean, you seem very confident that you think I'm the one for you. How can you know that for sure? I mean, I hope it's true. I'm not saying I don't want it to be true. Everybody knows I want it to be true. But I'm not sure how you can know that I'm definitely the one till we at least hang out for a while. We got to at least have one video call and have a meal together or something. Led by God to pursue this. That's why I'm sure God said, if God said stop, I would. I mean, you could not like me at all. I talk about as Jesus. Oh no, that won't scare me away. No. That's what I'm looking for. That's a requirement. That's a requirement. You have to be all in on Jesus. That's everybody who knows me knows that. Everyone who knows me knows that. That isn't a problem. That isn't a problem. You go ahead and talk about Jesus all you want. I'm okay with that. More than okay with that. If we are the ones for each other, our lives are going to revolve around that. And that's going to be what, because I've been honest with you. I told you I'm looking for someone to assist with the ministry and everything, right? I mean, so that's what I'm after. Well, actually, Mike, we'll do whatever we decide to do because this is my live stream. Check the name on it. It's Journey of the Anointed. That's me, Mr. Buzz. My live stream. So thanks for your suggestion, but no. Bazan. I don't know how to say that, but welcome. Bye, John. Bye, John. Okay. Well, that's good, Mr. Turtle Boom, because let's all be glad there's only one of me and not two. Finish my paper. Much love to you too, Ashlyn. Good luck with your paper. Talk soon. Mr. Buzz just found his helpmate. She sounds perfect for him, his ministry. Be sure nice if she is the one. I'm telling you, she's quite a sight to behold. I'll tell you that. She's really, really beautiful. She's really, really beautiful. She has videos of her reading the Bible. I sit and watch those quite a lot, actually. She's got a very sweet voice. I love the sound of her voice. Boy, I sure have too, Sandro. I've hidden nothing. My whole life has been right on display for everybody. Even my stumbles, my falls, my everything. Everything has been right on display. That's just the way it is. And I'm used to it. So I think that's how God wants me to do it. Don't be hiding nothing, just put it all out there. Man, I got a hankering for something good to eat today. I just don't know what it is yet. She actually might be the one God has for you. She told me that God led her towards me, that God told her that I am the one for her. And she's very sure of it, apparently. If that's true, then, I don't know. couple years ago by John. I don't think that's really important when somebody was saved. The fact that they are is all that matters. Yeah, I just saw it, Mandy. You think that she's the one God has for me? I read it. I think I just read it out loud. I thought thought I did. Yeah, she's Thai. She's from Thailand. She is Thai. She speaks English too, obviously. She obviously speaks both, bilingual. Bacon sandwich. No, it won't be a bacon sandwich. I had something called a pub club yesterday. Oh, is this ever good? This chicken breast on this bun, tomatoes and stuff, and this yummy sauce. Oh, was it ever good? So good. Oh, okay, yeah, you're probably just a minute or two off. Either one sounds good today. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. It's 20 to 2 and I haven't eaten yet, so that's I never go this long without eating food. Yeah, I don't know. Last night was a little bit expensive too, so I don't want to go and spend any more money. I got food in the freezer. I should stick to that. I got to get to a grocery store too and get a couple things. I'm almost out of coffee and stuff. Got to pick up a couple of things. And this is my day off. What's the temperature? Oh wow, 19 degrees. See, it's already too warm for my liking. Oh, and it's supposed to rain all night. It's supposed to start raining about 5 o'clock and rain all through the night. Wow. That's all it's done. That's yesterday was the first nice day in a very long time. Me too, Jeg. Me too. I sure would like to see me walking down the street with her in my arm for sure. She's that'd be a dream come true if she's the one. Give it to God. Yep. Well, that's what we're going to do. And that's what I always do. If God doesn't want it, he'll smash it apart right away. He will. He's already done it 5 times. He's done it 5 other times. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. 5 times in a row. So I'm pretty confident that he will make the decision for us. And according to her, he's already made the decision with her and told her that I am the one and pushed her towards me. Thought he turned heads by himself. Sweet the beauty on yourself. Especially one like her, because she's really, really beautiful. She's really, really beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. To us, and things do happen that isn't God's will all the time. God does allow bad things to happen to us. This is true. And things do happen that isn't God's will all the time. Yeah, not in this respect it won't. I know for sure he's going to guide. If I get married, he's going to guide who it is. I know that. I know that. He's already smashed 5 of them apart. He's halted me in my tracks 5 different times. No, Pam is not a scammer. Okay, Pam is not a scammer there, Mike. So if you call her a scammer one more time, you'll be blocked. I know Pam myself, and you're out of line, dude. apologize or at least stop with your line of commenting there. Well, obviously I don't know, Mike, because I'm not engaged. There is no wedding planned yet. I haven't met her. She's been watching me for many months, and I've been watching her videos, and that's it. That's as far as it's gone. Some emails back and forth. She comes to the live streams. That's it. Pam TJ, our friend in the chat here, who's been coming here a very long time, that I've known for quite some time. She is Thai. She's the cookie lady, the one who's always baking cookies. Yes, by John. That's a big resounding yes. And or at least coming to the live streams, we always end up discussing scripture. We got in a heavy duty conversation about some scripture yesterday. Some confusing scripture, something that confused me since the first time I read it. And we had a big, long, in-depth discussion about it, differing opinions, but at the very least, if you come here, you'll always be exposed to some scripture. We discuss it every day. Now, we didn't, even today, we did a little bit, but there was another topic today because of what happened. But usually we discuss quite a bit of scripture. So even coming here, it's not really a formal Bible study, but we have somebody named, she calls herself Mustard Seed, Faith of One. So I would consider her pretty much a Bible scholar. She knows the Bible inside out. And she's usually here to help us out on anything we're confused about. So I haven't met her at all yet, Mike. I haven't met her at all yet. I'm not going to go meet her in person before we have a quick video call to see what we think of each other. I haven't even met her yet. And no caps, brother. Caps is yelling. Don't yell. Kirk's got an itchy trigger finger. Yeah, Kirk's got an itchy trigger finger. I'm telling you. I'll leave you in his hands. That will that usually neuters people pretty quick. Yes, he was, Mandy. Quite sure he was. Well, Mike, I don't know her yet. So how can she be my true love if I've not met her yet? Dude, what is your problem? You take care of their families. That's guaranteed. Every man has to help the family back home financially. Non-negotiable. I don't think I've ever, other than Pam, I don't think I've ever known anybody from Thailand. I don't think. Not that I recall. Yeah. Well, he hasn't been zapped yet, but he's probably working towards it. Probably working towards it. World's by your consideration. Yep. Care of the family, and that's not easy. Oh. Whoops. There we go. Never been an atheist. Nope. Never been an atheist. Not ever. Spelled your. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Kirk. He's got to go. He's just trying to be an annoyance. Bye, Mike. Mama's calling you for supper, and I recommend you get there. If she puts it in the oven and tries to keep it hot for you, it's going to get all dried out and stuff. So go home now and have your supper. Don't make your mother wait. She slaved over the stove all day. So please get there as quick as you can. Self trying to be an atheist. Yeah, you can't really convince yourself to be an atheist if you're not. Right? You just can't. If you know God is real, you know God is real, and we all know God is real. There isn't any question about it. I mean, things have happened to me. There is no possibility that God isn't real. There's none. It's absolute for sure that he's real. Seek religion on me, and then was atheist for a while until I encountered God. Well, I mean, anybody can go through a period of that, but once you discover that he's real, I mean, you'll never go back the other way. You can't unknow it. There's always an experience that happens that tells you for sure. And then you never question it again. Holy Spirit moved with healing and deliverance. So awesome. Right on, Donna. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. That's a groovy song. You must get that a lot. People sing that to you all the time, I bet. It's weird to see how people treat atheism like a religion when they claim it isn't. It's not. I wouldn't call it a religion. It's a total denial of anything religious. Well, the word religion is a bad word anyway. I don't like the word religion. Yeah, I don't like the word religion. I get that song a lot. I bet you do. Richie Valens. According to the movie, he wrote it in a phone booth. Or at least he sang it to her in the phone booth. Maybe he wrote it before he went in the phone booth. Yeah, the only reason you got that deleted, Maria, was because of the emoji there. We don't do the emoji thing here. We are anti-emoji. I knew God at a very young age. Yep, me too. Because we say so. I'm really tired of explaining that, so I'm just going to say, because we say so. We don't like them. That's why. We don't like them. We like English words. We don't need little pictures. We understand English quite fine. I just don't like them. That's all you need to know. That's my answer. That's the answer. And if you ask me again in 5 minutes, it'll be the same. It's the same thing. Well, bye, Maria. See how easy it is to get booted? This live stream is easier to get booted from than any live stream on YouTube, probably. It really is. We have zero tolerance for most things. Sarcasm, rudeness, zap. You be gone. Just like that. Just like that. Never to return. Was having nightmares the whole of last week. Not sure why. Guys, right on, Mandy. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Page Mac. Yeah, nightmares, bad dreams are an open door. Ballad. Oh, you actually already answered the question. You just said you're getting married soon, and yes, you guys are already having sex. You're fornicating. No wonder you're having those. No wonder you're having those. That's the answer. You already gave us the answer. What God was doing before he created the universe. I really don't know, dude. I have no idea. That's an impossible question to answer. Nobody can answer that for you. See you later, Mandy. Yep, and Bell, that was a real easy one to figure out. You should have been able to put that one together yourself. You just told us you're fornicating, and then you tell us you're having bad nightmares. Put those two things together, and you'll get your answer. You'll get your answer. Didn't you say you? I thought you said. Oh no, that was Yoli. Sorry, it's not you. That's right. I'm sorry. I did confuse you with somebody. Yes. Sorry. That was Yoli said that, not you. That's right. I'm sorry. Yes, in your situation, I don't know. I don't know. You are correct. Sorry about that. It was Yoli that said it. I remember it for sure now. So you just know, by John. You just know, right? You just know. I don't know how to put that into words. If you don't know, then you're not. That's what I'd say. If you don't know, you're probably not. If you are, you'll know you are. That's the easiest way to say it. Well, that's what it means. That's what he's saying. How do you know that that's happened? And my answer is you'll just know. You certainly will. God, and that's why the nightmares, I think. I don't know, Belle. I don't know. I'd need to know more about your situation, the items around your house, it could even be as simple as your thoughts, right? We're held responsible for our thoughts even. So if you're having thoughts that the Lord isn't happy with, he might chasten you that way. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Nope, baptism does not save a person. You are correct. pray later on. They seem to have stopped now. No, that's good. That's good. So I think Mr. Buzz is going to go and get some food now. It's 2 o'clock. Time for me to have something to eat. Dream of being chased. Yeah, that means you got demons at you when you're being chased. For sure. Yeah, Norma Jean, that's a sure sign of demonic oppression. You got an open door somewhere if you're being chased in your dreams. Right on, Vanessa. Later on to you. I don't know what that one means. I know that being chased one is definitely demons. Right on, Mr. Turtle Boom. Chased by Charlie's Angels. No, I never had a dream I was being chased by Charlie's Angels, that's for sure. Interesting choice. Charlie's Angels. Right on, Kimberly. I hope you have a wonderful day, my dear. Thanks for hanging out. Thank everybody. I thank everybody for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with me today. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll maybe see you later, but I'm not sure. Angelica just asked me if I was going to stream anymore today. I said no, but I said, well, it could change. You never know. You might see me later on. We'll see what happens. But it's my day off, so I'm not going to really commit to too much today other than having a day off. And thank you all. I will see you soon. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.